Welcome back to World Decoder. Today we combine historical fragments and technical breakthroughs to paint a full picture of Samsung. We are exploring a massive empire that did not rise from romantic ideas, but from steel discipline and absolute ambition. They possess a burning desire to dominate every single molecule that constitutes our digital world, asserting their power across the globe. Chapter 1 begins now. Few people would suspect that the world's leading technology group started in 1938 with groceries. It began as a humble trading company selling dried fish, local vegetables, and noodles, far removed from the high-tech industry. The name Samsung means 3 stars, representing a vision of greatness and eternity shining brightly over a struggling Korean nation. However, the journey to reach those distant stars was soaked in sweat, tears, and fire, demanding sacrifice from every employee. The real turning point arrived in the 90s. Samsung faced a brutal reality where their products were considered second-rate goods. Facing this crisis, the late chairman Lee Kun-hee decided to perform an act that many considered completely insane and bold. He ordered hundreds of thousands of faulty phones and poor-quality fax machines to be piled up high before the staff. He burned it all down right in front of 2,000 employees. In the smoke and fire, a message rang out. Change everything except your wife and children. If you cannot make the best products, then Samsung should not exist today. That was not just a destruction of assets, but the death of old thinking to make way for steel discipline. Chapter 2 explores the philosophy of eating to the root and the thirst for semiconductors to rule the tech world. To fulfill the oath of being the best, Samsung realized they could not remain a mere buyer of components forever. In 1983, when the world doubted Korea, Samsung bet its entire destiny on the risky semiconductor industry. Why did they do it? Because Samsung wanted to dictate the price of the game, starting with tiny memory sticks. They worked madly to shorten the technology gap with the US and Japan from 10 years down to a few months. The result was glorious. By the 90s, they became the #1 memory chip manufacturer in the entire world. This became the giant money printing machine that helped Samsung survive every crisis and confront any giant rival globally. Chapter 3 discusses the screen gamble and the rise of the chaser. If chips are the brain, screens are eyes. While the world was satisfied with LCD, Samsung poured billions into AMOLED, a technology once considered too bright and fake. They persisted in improving every organic pixel layer because they understood that screens connect powerful emotions with the customer. When the smartphone era exploded, Samsung proved to be the fastest learner on the planet, ignoring panic from Silicon Valley. They mobilized all resources to create the Galaxy line, flooding the market with dozens of models and pioneering giant screens. From being a copycat, Samsung rose to become a nemesis, forcing the biggest rivals to change to their standards. Chapter 4 reveals the warehouse of the world and absolute autonomy. This is what makes Samsung a true monster. It is the power of vertical integration. Let us look deep inside any modern smartphone available on the market today. The processing chip and memory storage are cast by Samsung foundries, ensuring speed and reliability for the device. The OLED screen, arguably the best in the world, is manufactured by Samsung, setting the gold standard for visuals. Even the camera sensors and the battery are researched and built by Samsung, completing the internal ecosystem perfectly. Samsung is a technology warehouse. Even if you do not use their phone, they still earn billions from you. This power allows them to account for nearly 20% of Korea's GDP, turning the group into a nation state. Chapter 5 looks at the year 2026, focusing on folding wonders and the 1.4 nanometer war. Samsung is using material science to create wonders like ultra-thin glass that can fold hundreds of thousands of times. They are forcing the future to happen their way, transforming how we interact with devices through revolutionary form factors. Simultaneously, Samsung is pouring all its strength into the 2nm and 1.4nm process nodes. They are directly challenging the throne of TSMC. For this giant, failure is simply not an option to consider. They carry the destiny of an entire national economy on their shoulders, driving forward with immense pressure and responsibility. If other rivals are subtle artists, then Samsung is a durable gladiator, fighting relentlessly in the technology arena. They are not afraid of trial and error, nor afraid to make weird things, eventually perfecting them into standards. Samsung teaches us that speed of adaptation and manufacturing autonomy are the absolute powers in this competitive industry. In the world of technology, you do not necessarily have to be the first one to arrive at the party, but you must be the one who remains until the very end, offering the best quality to the world. Thank you for watching this episode. This is World Decoder, decoding the complex stories that shape our modern reality. Behind the cold machines are passionate minds striving for perfection. Their relentless spirit drives the future of innovation forward. From the brick phones of the past to the foldable glass of tomorrow, the evolution never stops for a second. The silicon heart beats stronger every day, powering not just devices, but the infrastructure of our entire modern civilization. With a network spanning across continents, their influence touches every corner of the globe, connecting humanity like never before. The legacy of the burning phones lives on. It serves as a constant reminder that quality is the only survival. Technology is not just about profits, it is about empowering the next generation to learn, create, and dream bigger. As we look to the stars, the ambition of the three stars remains as potent as it was in 1938. The industrial might of this conglomerate is a testament to what human discipline and engineering can achieve together. New challenges await in the nano era, but the spirit of innovation ensures they are ready for any battle. Shrinking technology to the atomic level requires not just science, but a vision that goes beyond physical limits. Competitors must constantly run to keep up, for the giant from Korea never sleeps and never stops innovating. In their homeland, they are more than a company. They are a symbol of national resilience and economic miracle. The blue logo is etched into the identity of the nation, representing a journey from poverty to global leadership. From the black and white era to the vivid colors of today, they have colored our world with technology. Every touch on a screen is a result of decades of research, failure, and the refusal to give up. It is not just about phones. It is about a connected ecosystem that surrounds us, making life smarter and easier. From the kitchen to the pocket, their presence is undeniable, shaping the lifestyle of millions of families worldwide. Ships loaded with technology cross the oceans daily, delivering the fruits of Korean labor to every continent. Billions are reinvested into research every year, ensuring that they remain ahead of the curve in a ruthless market. Behind closed doors, the next big thing is already being born, waiting to surprise the world once again. Artificial intelligence is the new frontier, and they are embedding it deep into the silicon of their devices. The goal is seamless interaction, where technology understands you before you even touch a button or say a word. The nightlights of Seoul shine brighter thanks to the success of this corporate titan, illuminating the path ahead. Respect for the customer and a commitment to quality are the core values that have stood the test of time. Durability is not an accident. It is engineered into every device to ensure it lasts through the years. Trophies and awards fill their cabinets, but the real prize is the trust of billions of users globally. They also invest in people, funding education and scholarships to nurture the brilliant minds of the future generation. Sustainability is becoming a priority as they strive to manufacture the future without destroying the planet we live on. Recycling and eco-friendly materials are the next step in their evolution, proving that tech can be green. Leadership may change, but the philosophy of change everything remains the guiding star for the entire conglomerate. The harmony between man and machine is what they strive for, creating a world where technology serves us. From a grocery store to a global powerhouse, the journey is a masterclass in ambition and sheer willpower. If there's one word to describe their success, it is discipline. The discipline to burn the bad and build the good. And ambition. The ambition to not just participate in the market, but to define it and lead it. We have witnessed the life cycle of an industrial giant, a miraculous process of science, business, and human spirit. Samsung stands tall today, not by luck, but by the relentless pursuit of being the absolute best in the world. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe for more. This is World Decoder, signing off. See you in the next episode, decoding our world. Goodbye.